What's Gucci, my niggas? It should come to no surprise to you all, but we all know that Logan Paul is no novice when it comes to controversies. That man is a serial scammer. He uses dead bodies for views, and today he's done something much more unforgivable than all of those combined. Today, he's been outed as being a bad friend. Dun dun dun. I'm joking, of course. The worst thing he's done is drop a diss track. Back to your topic though. So a few days ago, Logan Paul, one of the co-hosts on his podcast, Impulsive, got into a little bit of a kerfuffle, which led to one of the co-hosts saying this.
Genuinely, I know people that hate me, that treat me better about my faith than you, and you're my best friend.
Now y'all probably thinking, who cares? This happens relatively often on podcasts, right? Joe Budden went through something similar a while back.
Rory, you are in breach of your contract, and from this point forward, you are fired, and you're not welcome back.
But I'd argue that what George, the co-host in question, what he's saying is absolutely valid, because Logan Paul dunks on his religion more often than Giannis Antetokounmpo dunks on basketball, and his nickname is literally Run and Dunk Man. Now I know it's commercially trendy to talk trash on Christianity nowadays, and I'd be a liar if I said I haven't done it myself. But the difference is when I do it, it's like, oh, ha, ha, Jesus got murked, but it's okay because he won his fight in the gulags. Or, ha, ha, that man has the power to part the Red Seas, but he lost to a bunch of niggas with nails and hammers. You know, just harmless fun. But when Logan Paul does it, it's like, oh yeah, that's fucking stupid. I genuinely think that you need psychiatric help if you believe in that made-up storybook.
The therapist, what category am I following?
Emotional intelligence.
Emotional, me.
Yes.
I'm not emotionally intelligent. Could you pick a time and frame any day of our life?
Here's one. 3 weeks ago when you were sitting in that chair, you stormed off this exact podcast because you were upset about something a comedian said.
That's when it reaches the point of harmless fun and turns into needless hate, because who cares? As long as they aren't trying to shove their beliefs down your throat, which I don't think George was doing, then there's quite literally no harm in them believing in what they want to believe in. And I'll say this, George isn't completely in the right here. He is sometimes kind of pushy about telling Logan and them to be religious, but I don't think it's to the point where he's trying to impose his will onto them. But he does tell them they should be more religious and whatnot. But I don't think it's overbearing to the point where it's like, all right, shut the fuck up, bro. But sometimes...
Where's you asking your creator to give you strength, wisdom,
no,
faith,
never,
knowledge?
ever.
So
never.
that you're wrestling with pride.
I never ask.
You're wrestling with pride.
No.
What, because you think you're at the level of God that you don't need to ask him for anything?
What the fuck?
You guys should fight right now.
I can understand why Logan's like, all right, bro. If you don't shut up about Jesus, I'm about to start dunking my dick in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand both sides. Some people believe in astrology, others believe in God. And Logan likes to say that he only believes in things backed by science. But me, myself, I believe in Santa Claus. What's Logan gonna say? Oh, he's not real. Oh, it's a myth. Oh, there's no proof to back it up. Fuck you mean he's not real? If he's not real, then why do I see him at the mall every single year? And not just a mall. Every single mall I step into, he is there. That's something that only Santa Claus has the power to do. So that's 1 point for made-up storybooks, 0 for Logan Paul. On a real note though, what Logan is doing here is absurd, because he likes to pretend so much like he cares that Christianity is homophobic and racist or whatever. Like other religions aren't the same.
You always yell at me about gay people. I never once talk about gay people.
Because you're subscribed to the doctrine that perpetuates that information.
I'm subscribed to love my neighbor.
You're sitting in the same boat with some really hateful people. Let me help. You're a racist? Yeah. A homophobic Christian. Obviously you do.
No, shut up, stop.
To start things off, that's a really fucking stupid way of going about an argument, saying just because you're in the same boat as other people, you're subscribed to everything that they're subscribed to. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I love Nike. I wear Nike shit all the time. Are you saying that I'm subscribed to Nike having child slaves in Taiwan? Does that make any fucking sense? But he only openly voices his dislike towards Christianity. If you take a look at Islam, they are openly homophobic, racist, and sexist to the point where some of them would kill for the sake of their religion. But I would bet you all the money in my bank account, that's $12 by the way, that he wouldn't utter a single word about their Quran being a made-up storybook. And that's no hate to Islam, by the way. I'm just using this as an example to show that Logan Paul will speak openly about his dislike towards Christianity, but keep his mouth shut on all the other religions, as if some, if not all of them, have the exact same negative traits that Christianity has. He just knows that it's trendy to openly bash Christianity over here, and that's why he's able to do it so freely and without a single care in the world. But Logan, that's your friend. George is a friend. You can disagree in his beliefs all you want, but if you care about him as a person, you should be able to respect what he says and believes in, instead of just discarding them and spotting words that only you believe to be true.
I think you're so giant with your words, you really don't know what you step on when you say things. Like really, like, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way or trying to pull at you. I think that you have so much going on in your life and you're so like power driven that you will mold past your friends and family without knowing. When the 2 years that I had the hardest years of my life was this past 2 years. Did anybody here know this? No one checked in on me. There's some people that can't express, bro. Like
you're asking for a babysitter. You're 29.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying you can't knock something that I've gone through and helped save me.
I'm not knocking that.
But you don't know the steps that I took.
At the end of the day, it's not affecting you, Logan. So I don't know why you feel like your opinion about his religion matters so much to the point where you feel like you can just openly disrespect it right in front of him.
Because I'll be honest with you, bro. Jesus Christ fucks.
Oh, God, bro.
And people don't think that about him. That guy is fucking dope.
I don't even believe in God. Nor do I like that unfunny comedian George who can't take a fucking joke. Yet you have me siding with both of them simultaneously. This is the power you have, Logan. You're like the reverse Jesus. People don't gather around you to love. We gather around you to hate. And I'm here for it.